Alright guys, so next we have Ten Tails Jinchuriki Obito, or, you know, Six Paths Obito. Either one will work fine. Doesn't have any alternate outfits, but what he does have is the ability to do either the Truth-Seeking Scorch or the Fireball Jutsu. Both are pretty good, so you can't really go wrong there. Alright guys, so here we have Six Paths Obito, who is a pretty solid character. I mean, obviously a Six Paths character. No doubts there. You know what's interesting is he's got 9 truth-seeking orbs right there. Does he have 9 in the manga and anime? I thought he didn't, because it's not... The 10 tails did not have the full 9 tails and 8 tails inside of it. That's why the 10 tails doesn't have the full 9 irises on its eye. But then, obviously, you know, once Madara actually puts the 10 tails inside of him, he also gets Kurama and Gyuki, the 9 and 8 tails, into it. So Madara has the complete 10 tails, but when Obito has the 10 tails inside of him, it's not complete. I'm actually going to have to, like, fact check that. Does Obito have 9 truth-seeking orbs? I thought he only had 6, but I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not perfect. No one is. Alright, so let's take a look here. So I do really like this Obito. Here's his grab. They made the truth-seeking orbs look so fucking cool in this game. For all the characters that use them, just that, like, effect, like, that, like, purple color they use, it looks beautiful, honestly. I really like seeing these characters fight in combat. Now, Obito is incredibly good, too, because of how, like, wide-ranging the truth-seeking orbs are for him. So it's really easy to kind of just catch opponents in your attacks. Alright, and let's get... Damn it, I can't... What the hell? I can't get up there. Alright, well, let's just do the ultimate finish picture in the meantime. Taste despair! I love that! That is good. Now, the cool thing about the Sword of Nunoboko is that its power is in correlation to Obito's will. So as long as his will is, like, absolute and, you know, can't be broken, that sword is, like, you know, has infinite power. But that's why Naruto and Sasuke were able to beat him, is because Obito started to have doubts and imagined himself as Hokage and was thinking about Rin and all of that shit. And that caused his will to break, and then Naruto was able to fracture it further so that they were actually able to break Obito's Sword of Nunoboko. Okay, let me actually get this fucking up combo. For some reason, both times, the damn Truth-Seeking Scorch came out. There we go. Alright, so here's Obito's up combo. He gets those little red hands out. What else do we need to take a look? Of course, the Truth-Seeking Scorch. Very, very powerful move. It's just so instantaneous, and it's that huge blast. Very good. Obito's tilt is where he shoots the truth-seeking orbs out. Pretty good. Then, of course, he has, you know, just this black energy that he shoots out. All in all, I'd say Obito is definitely a very strong character. And I guess, why don't we just take a look at his awakening now? Alright, so now we'll take a look at Obito's awakening. I actually really like his awakening. It's pretty cool. So his slashes are redonkulous, obviously. None of that is really too different. His jutsu, this shit is so difficult to dodge when you're fighting this Obito. That shit, it just comes out. It is ridiculous. Really, this Obito has a really good awakening to where you basically just run up and start spamming, and you're good. And then you bust out that jutsu, and basically your opponent can't even fucking see, because the jutsu covers up the entire damn screen. Alright, so before we're done with Obito, I figured we'd take a look at his fireball real quick. Nothing crazy, looks like it's a medium-sized fireball. Alright, so goodbye, Naruto-kun. Oh, that's pretty badass right there. Alright guys, so next we have Obito after his mask is broken by Naruto. He doesn't have any alternate costumes, none of the Obitos really do. But he does have the ability to do 2 different jutsus, just the same old fireball, and then the bomb blast dance, which is pretty good as an assist. We'll take a look at it. Alright, so here's Obito. He's pretty much unchanged from Ninja Storm Revolution, with the exception of his awakening, because of course he had one of those giant awakenings in Ninja Storm Revolution where he called out the 10 tails. Here's his Bomb Blast Dance, by the way. Really cool, unique jutsu that Obito uses by mixing his fire style with his Kamui ability. But alright, let's take a look at his picture. Alright, so I figured we would take a look at Obito's just normal fireball jutsu while we are here. Looks like it's just, you know, pretty much the same medium size that he has as 6-Paths. It's a little weird that in the 6-Paths version of Obito, he has just that medium style fireball, but whatever. Alright, so at this point, let's take a look at his tilt, which is just where he shoots out the wood. And we'll finish this off. And then after that, it will be time for us to take a look at Obito's awakening, which is a little disappointing, honestly. It's a little bit of a shame, but whatever. Oh, that is one of my favorite ultimate jutsu finish pictures so far. That is from episode 80, I believe, of the original Naruto series. That's when the 3rd Hokage dies. I believe that is the first time Obito's name is mentioned, is during the 3rd Hokage's funeral. Alright, and here we have Obito's awakening, and it doesn't make a ton of sense, but just like Kaguya, Obito doesn't really have anything special about his awakening at all. I don't understand what the logic is behind that. Obito, in Ninja Storm Revolution, Obito did have a special awakening. You know, he summoned the 10 tails, but they don't have those in this game, and he doesn't have a special awakening here. They could have given him something, some Kamui abilities or something, but nah, I guess they just said, fuck it. Fuck it. Obito and Kaguya have nothing for awakenings. Very, very odd. Alright guys, so now we are moving on to Tobi. This, of course, is Obito when he's masked, because you can see right here, that's just the same outfit, just after Naruto breaks that mask. This, like, the whole build-up to Obito's mask being broken and then after it is, like, definitely really one of my favorite parts, like, in anime ever. Like, in particular, this version of Tobi / Obito, he's going by Madara, and then it's revealed that he's not Madara. And then, like, this is where he really starts talking about the infinite Tsukiyomi in the world of dreams. And, like, the way he's talking is, like, the exact type of villain I love. Like, you know, like, Naruto is like, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm going to make sure that I win. We're not going to go down like that. You know, the 4th Hokage and Jiraiya put their faith in me. And, like, there's this one line Tobi does where he goes, individuality makes you lose sight of the truth. My words as a nobody are words guided by the truth of the world. Like, he's, like, talking that shit. And I'm like, oh, this is so dope. Like, damn, this is good. Like, that is the shit I love. And I remember we did see Tobi's ultimate finish picture at some point. I think it might have been during the virtual reality and the Boruto stuff. But, oh, man, his finish picture is exactly one of the lines I'm talking about. He doesn't have any alternate costumes or anything like that. He does have the ability to use the fire style, but we've seen the fireball jutsu a fucking 100 times now. That is one of my favorite grabs in this game. That's one reason I like this Toby version so much. That grab of his, this shit is devastating right there. It lasts just long enough that it is like a noob trap for someone like rushing in on you like this. Like, that grab is so good, just like the Rinnegan Sasuke. But alright, let's go ahead and finish this shit off then. Geto Mazo! Yes! So good. Alright guys, next we have Toby here. Now he mainly is just a version from Deidara's fight with Sasuke, but his awakening, we have seen it before where he basically turns into, you know, the fact that he's revealing, oh, I'm Madara, you know, and he shoots out fireballs, and he's using Kamui. It is a very effective awakening, but we only need to take a look at his ultimate finish picture here, and he doesn't have any alternate jutsus or anything like that, too, so... Yeah, I love that. That bomb jutsu of Toby's is really good. It is a very, very, very solid assist because those bombs just come up right underneath you, and it's a real annoying piece of shit. Toby sometimes can be a bit of a problem if you're facing him. Alright, so next we have the Masked Man. This, of course, is Obito, aka, you know, Toby, whatever you want to call him, when he attacked the Leaf Village, and this was the impetus for the Nine Tails being sealed inside of Naruto, his battle with the 4th Hokage. So, let's go ahead and take a look at him. I probably am also going to see what his finish picture with the 4th Hokage is, because that will probably be pretty fucking sick. And of course, he does also have the Fireball Jutsu like all of these Obitos do, but the Heaven and Earth Explosion Burial is a little more interesting since that's unique to him. I do really like this version of Obito. His combos are quite stylish. And of course, this is a really sick ultimate right here. Yep, not surprising there. It is interesting how many of Obito's ultimates involve summoning. The Masked Man summons the Nine Tails. The Great Ninja War version of Toby summons the Geto Mazo, the Geto statue of the outer divine devil paths or whatever. And then also, you know, Obito, once he's unmasked, he summons the Ten Tails. Very interesting. Kokake no Jutsu. Interesting that he actually does weave the signs. That's not that often, I think, where you actually see them weave the signs. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and just finish this off. Yondaime Hokage. Kyuubi! Oh! Damn, Obito, that's fucked up. Threatening a baby like that, Obito. How could you do that? Alright guys, so next we have Obito. This is the Obito who sees Rin's death at the hands of young Kakashi. We haven't had a good chance to look at this character in depth since you never really get a good look at him in the story. When you do use him in the story mode, it's with that kind of like crazy all-out brawl, not really indicative of a real fight in this game. This character is actually really, really good. And he does also have the Fireball Jutsu like all these Obitos do. I do prefer that over the wood-style charging lance. I don't really like that Jutsu very much. I'll show why in a second. Alright, so the first thing I want to point out with Obito is the best thing about him, and that is his tilt. He activates Kamui, and he basically just runs down the screen, basically immune. You're completely invincible like Kamui would activate. You can press circle at any time to deactivate it, but that is just so useful. You can uncontested run up to an opponent, which is incredibly useful. And of course, all of Obito's moves in this form are going to be incredibly brutal because, you know, that scene, oh god, see, like, yeah, you know, in the anime and manga, all of those wood spikes are, you know, cutting dudes in half and shit. It's crazy. Oh, Obito, chill, bro. Alright, so here's this jutsu, which is just this lance. The problem with it, it's pretty easy to dodge, and as you guys can see, its range is not great, so I think it is a horrible assist, unfortunately. Up you go, Killer Bee! And then up we go, bang, bang, bang. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's finish this, though. Ah, Rin. Silly, silly Rin. Yes, that shit's so iconic. Crushes him and then raining blood. Oh, Obito, man. That was a fucking massacre. Damn. Alright, so here's Obito's awakening. It's pretty good. There are some differences. Like, here's his jutsu. That is actually pretty devastating. His tilt works pretty much the same way, except it auto-connects. His unguardable is that, and then his combos are, he just is like swinging like a whip right there, which makes it very, very easy to connect. I definitely would say this is a strong awakening. Definitely a very, very solid character overall. This character, this Obito, is a real problem. If someone knows how to use this Obito properly, this guy could be like really tough to fight. Again, this tilt is just nuts. Absolutely nuts. Let's say bye to Rin one more time. Damn. Damn, Obito. Oh, that's cool, too. Look, you could clearly see his Mangekyo right there. Awesome. Yeah, that was right when he first unlocked it. Him and Kakashi did it at the same time. Very cool. That was one thing I was never quite sure. I think we're to guess that, let's say Kakashi had, like, killed Rin like that, and Obito didn't arrive at that spot. I don't think Kakashi's Sharingan would have evolved into a Mangekyo. I think that only happened because Obito was right there. He saw it happen, and his evolved to a Mangekyo, and then I think that somehow caused Kakashi's to, while he was right there as well. I only think Kakashi got the Mangekyo because Obito did. I don't think Kakashi would have just gotten it naturally without Obito there to see what had happened and to push him to that next stage of the Mangekyo. Very, very good shit. Alright guys, so next we are moving on to Pain. Many people, just absolutely a fan favorite. Many people's like favorite villain in Naruto, and I certainly couldn't argue with that. Pain has two costumes, just, you know, the normal Pain outfit, and then Yahiko right here. I actually don't so much like this. I would have preferred this if they had just made Yahiko a separate character. Yahiko is important enough that I think he was deserving of a completely separate character, but they did kind of, you know, fuck us over and not give us that, because this costume of Yahiko is just all of Pain's moves. But, okay, so let's just jump in. Shinra Tensei! Love that so much. Alright, so let's take a look what Pain's picture is in. Get the 6 paths of pain, fucker. Very good, very good. Pain to the world, motherfucker. Alright, so Pain's Awakening does have these two things now. You know, he's able to call off this guy to do that, and then we also have this, which seals Jutsu. I think what that does work as kind of a barrier. So I believe, like, if someone was shooting out a Jutsu, that barrier would kind of block it. You know what? Let's just confirm that. Yes, it does. Okay, the barrier absorbs it. That's pretty dope. That's not bad for an Awakening, actually. That, you know, the ability to block projectiles, especially since I feel like most people's natural inclination when fighting an Awakening like that would be to kind of retreat and shoot projectiles. So the fact that Pain's Awakening has a natural counter to that, that's pretty cool. Alright guys, this is why I don't so much like the Yahiko costume very much. As notice, the other, you know, 6 paths of pain come to help, you know, Yahiko anyway, but they've got the Akatsuki cloak on. It just overall is not the greatest. They should really have just made Yahiko a separate character, but I mean, I guess I should maybe stop whining about that. I do love Pain's tilt though. The Bansho Tenon, that shit is so good when fighting people because it like completely like disorientates them. Very, very good. While we're here, might as well get the ultimate finish picture between Pain and Naruto. Surely they have one. That's it right there. That is the scene, the legendary scene where Pain explains to Naruto about revenge, hate, justice, all of that. That is just one of those legendary scenes. Very good. 5 stars, 10 out of 10, must watch. Alright guys, so here we have Nagito, who is an incredible character. Nagito is incredible. He does have 2 outfits. The other is his initial Akatsuki outfit. Now, I don't so much have a problem. This makes sense. The reanimation Nagito and, you know, the original Nagito having, like, the same moveset, it's not really the same problem as with Pain because, you know, Nagito was shown to be able to use the Rinnegan when he was, you know, in the initial Akatsuki, you know, organization that they had developed. So I don't really have a problem with that. He does have 2 jutsus. We have the Almighty Push, the Shinra Tensei, but he does also have this, the Shura attack, which is pretty cool because it's basically the laser gun from the one path of Pain, the Ashura path, I think. I think it is called the Ashura path. Nagito definitely has some cool abilities like this. Get a fucking giant panda, bitch. Or how about this? Have your fucking soul ripped out, which should kill you, but, you know, we're not going to get into that. And then also, have a fucking laser, pussy! I think that you can also do that in the... Yes, you can. You can do that in the air as well. That's always very, very helpful, being able to do shit like that in the air. And then, Nagito's ultimate jutsu is incredibly useful in that it kind of... He shoots out like a little mini black hole, and it stays there for a long, long time. We'll take another look at it in a second here, but it's on screen for maybe as many as 5 seconds. So I've had it where a lot of times people have just run into that on accident. It can be a real problem sometimes. Alright, so here's Nagito in his, you know, initial Akatsuki outfit. Again, it does mesh a lot better than Yahiko's does. Not really a problem with this. Shinra Tensei! Love that so much. That is also a jutsu you can do in the air. Although, it looks like you do have to kind of time it right if you want to hit him like that. But can be pretty useful as an assist. Also, I did want to show off. Now, here's why Nagito's ultimate jutsu is so good. That, like, stays out there for a long, long time. Oh, he doesn't have a picture with Naruto. Oh, weird. Okay, sure, whatever. Would have thought he did. Oh, well. Alright, so like Pain, Nagito does get the... Nagato, I said Nagito, but he does get those same abilities that Pain does, the same kind of awakening. I'm pretty sure that those were added to this one. They might have been in Ninja Storm Revolution, but it is still a nice addition to their awakenings that they've got extra shit like that.